Welcome back, cruisers. Today, we're going to be diving into a hot topic that's making waves across the travel world: how cruise ports across the globe are putting fees on passengers and restricting cruises. So is your dream destination, your bucket list trip, or your favorite port being affected? Let's find out together right now. For our first stop, let's travel to Cozumel, Mexico. Starting in 2025, a new $42 tourist fee will be imposed on cruise passengers visiting the island. This fee aims to support environmental conservation and infrastructure improvements. With Cozumel hosting over 3 million cruise passengers annually, this new policy could significantly impact travelers' budgets and the island's tourism economy. Now, as we've said in our previous video, that is not actually going into effect until January 1st, 2026 now, but that is coming. That fee is also affecting other Mexican ports such as Cabo San Lucas, Puerto Costa Maya, or Mazatlan. When we consider the additional fees being imposed on cruise passengers, we believe this measure is going to extremely impact the tourism trend to Mexico, especially when you look at a family of four adding another $200 plus to their cruising thing just to visit Mexico. A little closer to home, let's visit Key West next. Here, cruise ships are banned from porting at 2 of the city-controlled piers, leaving only Pier B available. This has led to a 50% reduction in cruise traffic. This is a move that has been celebrated by environmental advocates, but is obviously impacting local businesses. Shifting to the other side of America, in Monrterey, California, cruise ships are effectively banned from docking due to super strict regulations. Similarly, Bar Harbour, Maine caps passengers at just 1,000 per day, a figure too low for just about any major cruise line to accommodate, with even the smallest ships like Grandeur of the Seas sailing at around 2,200 passengers most of the time. In Juneau, Alaska, a new agreement between the cruise lines and the city is limiting cruise ship passengers to just 16,000 a day, and even lower on Saturdays to only 12,000. Officials are hoping that these voluntary restrictions will help manage tourism while preserving the city's natural beauty and local culture. Let's travel over to Europe. In Barcelona, Spain, cruise ships must now dock further away from the city center, a regulation that's reshaping the tourist flow to reduce congestion and improve air quality, or at least so they say. These measures come as Barcelona continues to manage its role as a major cruise hub, welcoming over 3.6 million passengers in 2023, as 2024's numbers haven't been released. Palma de Mallorca has extended its cap on cruise ships, limiting daily dockings to 3 ships, with only 1 megaship carrying over 5,000 passengers. And just across the Med in Italy, Venice has banned cruise ships from its historical center since 2021 and has introduced a tourist tax in 2024. These steps aim to protect against the fragile ecosystem while managing an overwhelming number of visitors, or so the government claims. Amsterdam has also shifted cruise docking away from its city center. This change helps balance tourism, economic benefits with quality of life improvements for the residents. However, they're also moving forward with considering banning cruising entirely by 2026 and have already started limiting the number of people that can port there each day. In Greece, ports like Santorini and Mykonos are capping the number of cruise passengers each day to preserve their beauty and maintain their charm that draws travelers from around the globe. This is a pretty major impact, as Greece is a huge tourist destination for cruisers, with Mykonos and Santorini being 2 of the most iconic ports to travel to. Norway is taking bold action to protect its iconic fjords. By 2026, the country will implement a zero-emission policy in fjord areas, a move that aligns with its dedication to environmental sustainability. Even in places like Dubrovnik, Croatia, restrictions include limiting of 2 ships per morning and a maximum of 5,000 passengers per day. This is backed by a tourism tax introduced in 2021. Over in the Pacific, Bora Bora, known for its tranquil beauty, caps cruise visitors at just 1,200 per day and prohibits megaships carrying more than 3,500 passengers. This ensures the island remains an unspoiled paradise. In Belgium, cruise ship limits have slashed from 5 per day to just 2, part of a strategy to avoid turning the city into a tourist theme park, quote unquote. In Dublin, Ireland, they have reduced cruise traffic by cutting the number of annual ship visits from 140 in 2019 to just 80 last year, allowing the city to better manage tourism and preserve its cultural heritage. In Marseille, France, passenger management systems now limit buses to just 4 per ship to reduce congestion in the city center. And while this technically isn't a limit on passengers, it is a limit on how many passengers can be in Marseille at one time, as they have to wait extended time periods to get to and from the ship and to and from the city. This is just one more way of making cruising inconvenient to Marseille without banning cruise ships. In Bergen, Norway, studies revealed that up to 40% of cruise passengers never disembark, and those who do spend an average of less than 23 euros. This study was bad for cruisers, as it showed that the tourism may not be as beneficial to local businesses as cruise lines have claimed. This study is being used in multiple places to show that it's not that big of a deal to ban cruises or limit the number of passengers coming there. And as you can see, cities worldwide are taking bold steps to try to balance tourism as well as environmentalism. Whether they do this by passenger fees, limiting the number of cruise ships, or trying other innovative sustainability measures, the changes are definitely going to be reshaping how we cruise, especially in 2025 moving forward. So when planning your next perfect cruise vacation, you're going to have to take this into consideration, as many of the itineraries are going to be limited and changed due to these new limits and regulations around the world. So let me know, was your bucket list travel location or maybe even your favorite port affected recently? If so, tell me which one it was down below. Let's all try to cruise responsibly and support the ports that we go to, showing them that cruises are actually beneficial to the economy and not a scourge on society like some of the lawmakers would want you to believe. I hope this video has given you a better idea of how to plan for your future cruise travels, with so many ports implementing new restrictions and fees on cruisers like yourself. And if you're wanting to book the perfect cruise to one of these destinations or any other destination, remember, you can always scan the QR code here or use the link down below to have Amy book the perfect cruise vacation for you. And as always, we appreciate you guys so much. Consider liking and subscribing, as it helps the channel, or watch some more of our great cruising content right here. And we'll see you guys on the next one.